We are in Psalm 74, so I hope you'll meet me there. And we're tracking along with a lament. The first 11 verses, the psalmist is lamenting the destruction of Jerusalem. Verse 12 is the turning point, for God is my King of old, working salvation in the midst of the earth. And then the psalmist begins in verses 13 to 17, recount and contrast, really, the mighty power of God and how it is manifest in the depths, in the sea as well as the dry land, in the night as well as the day, in the fountains as well as the flood or the dry rivers. He is always preparing light and a new day, the sunrise. He controls the borders of our lives, not just of the earth, but of our lives. And he's ordained summer as well as winter. And so the psalmist is really understanding and getting a heavenly perspective of this moment. And it's almost as if the psalmist is saying, now I realize, in light of your plan of salvation and your redemptive purposes, God, you've led us into a winter season. And I need to accept that as your assignment, even as the blessing of summer. And my friend, there's a great lesson there. And we see this in verse 17. Thou hast set all the borders of the earth. Thou hast made summer and winter. And I want you to meditate on this with me for just a moment. Summer and winter. I'm sure that most people watching prefer summer. And even as I record this, we're experiencing one of our messiest, nastiest winter days in New England. And yet, the first couple of winters really got me. I just wasn't prepared for them. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't realize how gray and low-hanging clouds would impact me emotionally, psychologically, and long seasons of such. It's not the cold or the snow so much as the wet and the gray and the melancholy of that feeling. And after about my second time through, I began to realize, okay, I'm going to preempt this. I'm going to look at this differently. I'm going to get ready for this. And I'm going to see it as a unique, God-given opportunity. So in the summer, we can enjoy the sunshine, lay out on a swing, sit out on a lawn chair. We can barbecue, we can grill, we can go to the lake, we can go for bike rides and walks, we can eat ice cream. And in the winter, almost none of those things are possible, at least not pleasantly so. Ice cream is always pleasant, I might add. But the winter brings different kinds of moments, different kinds of enjoyment, different kind of stewardship. In the winter, for me, there's lots of practical things like vitamin D and exercise and things like that. But spiritually, there's a different kind of depth with God. There's a different kind of study, a different kind of reading, a different kind of use of time, a different kind of way to cultivate my heart. And this is a little bit of the takeaway of what the psalmist is understanding. God, you're still king. You're still working salvation. And you are present, and you are God of summer as well as winter. So in the summer, I'm going to enjoy the long days and the sunshine. But in the winter, I'm going to enjoy the fire and the candle and the intimate moments with you. I'm going to enjoy huddling in the warmth from the cold. I'm going to enjoy the darkness, and I'm going to light some lights and open your word and walk with you, and I'm going to grow. I'm going to cultivate my deep life through the winter months. And my friend, this is what sorrow, this is what sadness, lament, grief, this is what hardship or trials, they present seasons of opportunity where we can go deeper. It may not be all sunshine and joy and lawn chairs and fireflies, but God is there. His mercy is real. His grace is real. And when we embrace the winter as the summer, when we embrace the dry river as well as the fountain, when we embrace the night as well as the day, we find that we can hide in God, we can enjoy his presence, we can encounter his mercy at a new depth. And we discover even in the night, he is wonderful. So my friend, take hope that God sets the boundaries and he controls and is active and loving and present in winter and summer. And you steward your winter of soul and know him in it. So happy Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.